Hey, welcome back to another episode of Practical Cybersecurity Workshop for SME Leaders. Protecting your business from cyber threats is essential, but it can be overwhelming. In this video session, we will look at a range of popular cybersecurity frameworks which small and medium enterprises really could use to build an effective system for cybersecurity. We'll explore ISO 27000 versus NIST versus SOC 2, learn how to select the most relevant framework, and identify specific controls within that framework. Implement them and understand key challenges associated with implementation of such frameworks. You could think of cybersecurity framework as of a map, a Bible, or a Wikipedia of your cybersecurity. If you plan to take care of cybersecurity seriously, there is no way not to choose a recognized methodology or framework and proceed with its implementation. Before getting into cybersecurity frameworks, let us quickly recap what we did in our earlier sessions on asset inventory. An effective cybersecurity plan begins with understanding the critical assets of your business, both online and offline. It is important to identify the hardware, software, documents, and other digital assets that need protection. Once you have identified the assets, it is essential to assess their value or importance for the organization, as well as any threats they could face and the potential impact of any damage. A comprehensive risk assessment will help you analyze possible cybersecurity threats and understand which ones require the most urgent attention. As we have identified the assets and assessed the associated risks, it is time to make use of existing standards frameworks to create an optimized security plan, which basically means to understand and define what cybersecurity controls you need to develop. The ultimate goal is choosing the most relevant controls from a selected framework. This is an essential task for any organization wanting to develop an effective security system. In the end, this is actual security. Each framework offers a limited number of controls, which you could map to your risks. It can be difficult to determine which controls are best suited for your organization. So it's better to have access to the cybersecurity expert at least once you do the dry run, so that the final plan could have a quality check done. There are several popular frameworks available, such as ISO 27000, NIST, or SOC 2. It's important to understand the difference between them before deciding which one best suits your business needs. A nice benefit is that most of the local laws and regulations in cybersecurity are often based on one of the recognized frameworks, which means you could achieve compliance with less effort by choosing the right framework. Let's start by looking at ISO 27000 series. This set of standards focuses on ensuring organizations have the Information Security Management System, or ISMS, in place. This is one of the most spread and recognized standards in Europe, especially among enterprises. NIST stands for National Institute of Standards and Technology. It is a framework that helps organizations protect their computer systems from cyber threats by providing security standards and best practices. The NIST cybersecurity framework focuses on 5 key functions: identify, protect, detect, respond, and recover. The SOC 2 standard was developed by AICPA, American Institute of Certified Public Accountants. This framework primarily focuses on trust services criteria related to security, availability, processing integrity, confidential data privacy, and other areas which are essential for any organization. All these frameworks have their own specific strengths, but as a beginner, it can be difficult to decide which one is best for you. As a rule of thumb, always consider the size, complexity, and the industry sector you are in before choosing any framework. Some of them are easier to implement if you are a big bank, some if you are a small production company. For SMEs, it's better to start with a simple framework, which keeps the door open for being changed with time. SOC 2 is a good choice. It is requested by customers and partners more often, but still quite rare to become the golden standard. In fact, in the Eastern, Central, and in most cases of Western Europe, the golden standard is ISO 27001 or 002. When selecting the most relevant controls, you should also keep in mind any challenges associated with their implementation. Actually, the frameworks do not offer ultimate list of controls. So you could be creative, like with risk assessment. But remember that the more technical the threat is, the more expertise you need to be creative with designing of a control. So use the proposed control list from the framework in the first place. It's quite a good start. Challenges could include budget constraints, lack of expert personnel, or limited time to implement them. It is essential to have a plan that can be implemented over time and adapted as needed. When you have good cybersecurity practices implemented, you would want to demonstrate your cybersecurity maturity. This is where cybersecurity certification comes handy. Cybersecurity certifications are designed to provide industry-wide recognition that the best cybersecurity practices are implemented and you care about cybersecurity. That's all. Now you know the basics of cybersecurity frameworks and certifications. Next, we are going to learn more about different types of controls, how to choose wisely and keep your organization resilient to external threats. See you in the next episode.